You expect fireworks at a FIFA final, but not this. Imagine a packed stadium, over 80,000 fans buzzing with anticipation. It's July 13th, 2025, and the FIFA Club World Cup final is about to begin. Chelsea versus PSG. The anthem starts. Cameras pan the crowd. Then suddenly on the Jumbotron, President Donald Trump. The response? And that wasn't the last of it. Later, during the trophy presentation, another round of deafening disapproval. But here's the twist. This isn't the first time it's happened, and by the end of this video, we'll show you the full Trump Boo compilation, the most awkward, loudest, and downright brutal boo moments he's ever faced. What happened on July 13th, MetLife Stadium, New Jersey, the stage was set for history. Over 82,000 fans packed the stadium, a record-breaking crowd for the FIFA Club World Cup final. Chelsea versus PSG, the first ever expanded Club World Cup final in the US. This wasn't just a game, it was a cultural moment. The national anthem begins. The stadium falls silent, hands over hearts, flags waving, a moment of pride. But then, the big screen cuts to Donald Trump sitting in a private box, smiling and waving. And then it happens. A low rumble at first, then it grows, louder, booing, whistling, chants of "No Trump" echoing through the stands. The entire arena rejected him in unison. Security stiffens, the cameras cut back to a wide shot, but the damage is done. The boos keep echoing like a protest in real time. Later, during the trophy presentation, Trump walks out again with the FIFA president, and the crowd, even louder, even angrier. One journalist called it the loudest boos they'd ever heard. Not for a player, not for a ref, not even for VAR. Over 82,000 voices made sure Trump got his moment, just not the kind he wanted. Why the crowd booed? So why was the reaction so fierce, so unified, and so loud? The answer lies not just in Trump's politics, but in the cultural meaning of the moment he disrupted. See, football isn't just a sport, it's a tribal religion in most of the world. Fans don't just watch, they live it, they cry with it, they tattoo their teams on their skin. And international tournaments, they're not just games, they're geopolitical performances. When the US secured hosting rights for the 2025 Club World Cup and 2026 World Cup, many saw it as a rare opportunity to prove that America gets football, that it understands the pageantry, the respect, the ritual. But when Trump's image interrupted the national anthem, it sent the exact opposite message. For international fans, especially Europeans and South Americans, Trump represents something alien to football values: divisiveness, showmanship, nationalism over unity. In Germany, fans unfurled banners during their league games that read, "No politics in football." In Brazil, football legends like Cafu and Rivaldo have spoken against politicizing the sport. Even FIFA, for all its controversies, has long tried to maintain a veneer of neutrality. So when Trump's face appeared, it felt like someone showing up to a wedding in a campaign t-shirt, completely out of place and unwilling to read the room. And for Americans, the situation was equally jarring. The anthem isn't supposed to be about one man. It's supposed to be about everyone: soldiers, veterans, citizens, refugees who made it here, a collective symbol of unity. By centering himself in that moment, even if unintentionally, Trump turned what should have been about the country into something about himself. That's why the booing wasn't just political, it was personal for many fans, an act of reclaiming the moment. Not the first time. We've seen this story before. In fact, it's become almost tradition. Here's another one you might have forgotten. July 4th, 2020, Mount Rushmore event. Trump gave a fiery Independence Day speech at the foot of Mount Rushmore. While supporters gathered in front, protests erupted outside. Hundreds chanted, "Go home, Trump." The fireworks weren't the only explosions that night. Even inside the event, reports say several audience members left early due to unexpected political rants. September 2021, Alabama rally. Yes, even in deep red Alabama, Trump got booed. Ironically, after encouraging the crowd to get vaccinated, he said,
"I recommend take the vaccines. I did it. It's good. Take the vaccines. But no, that's okay. That's all right. You got your freedoms. But I happen to take the vaccine. If it doesn't work, you'll be the first to know."
That moment caught fire online. One tweet went viral. The only man who could get booed in his own stronghold. No matter the event, no matter the location, if Trump walks into a crowd he can't control, the risk is always there. That's what makes the July 13th event so significant. It wasn't an anomaly. It was the continuation of a very audible tradition. campaign optics. Now let's zoom in on why this is a serious problem for his campaign. Trump's political power doesn't come from policy documents. It comes from performance. His speeches are less about facts and more about feeling. His brand has always been, "Look how loved I am." So what happens when that love turns into very public, very loud rejection? His team knows this too. That's why Trump rallies are meticulously planned. Only approved attendees. Cameras only show cheering faces. No press disruptions. Dissenters are escorted out. Audio is controlled. The environment is constructed. But at a FIFA final, there's no script, no loyal crowd, no teleprompter buffer. The world saw Trump not as the central star of a packed arena, but as an uninvited guest, one that fans vocally rejected. This creates a dangerous contrast for his campaign. On one side, his events showcase crowds in red hats chanting USA. On the other hand, we now have a Club World Cup final, with people from dozens of nations booing him in real time. That contrast will haunt his media coverage. Every positive headline from a rally can now be followed with a clip of the MetLife boos. And it's not just the public perception. Political analysts are already dissecting the deeper implications. Some argue, if he can't control optics in a stadium, how will he handle them on a world stage? Others ask, if the global reaction is this visceral, how can he lead international diplomacy in 2026? Media and memes. Mainstream media covered the event, but it was social media that truly amplified it. Within hours, tens of thousands of tweets and trending hashtags about Trump being booed flooded the internet. TikTok, YouTube, and streamers quickly created viral content. Lip syncs, remixes, parody cards, anime edits, and reaction videos mocking the moment. Memes were relentless, with creative captions and jokes circulating widely. Even usually, pro-Trump meme pages were notably quiet, underscoring how significant and widespread the ridicule was. Global impact. What does this mean on the world stage? The FIFA Club World Cup isn't just a football tournament. It's a soft power event. It's a signal of global diplomacy through sport. The U.S. being granted co-hosting duties for 2026 was a major diplomatic win. FIFA wants the world to see America as a neutral stage, capable of hosting the globe in peace and celebration. But this moment, this booing, puts a crack in that image. For nations already skeptical of U.S. leadership, it sends a message. Even your own people don't want politics in their sports. Why would we trust your stage? It also affects player perception. Top athletes have become more politically vocal. If stars like Kylian Mbappé or Vinicius Jr. feel like events are being politicized, they may speak up or even pull back on public endorsements. And fans? They remember these things. If Trump shows up in 2026, expect preemptive hashtags, protest banners, coordinated noise. Even FIFA had to issue a vague statement. We remain committed to keeping our tournaments focused on sport. Translation: we didn't sign up for this. It may seem like just booing, but in the high-stakes world of global diplomacy via sport, every cheer and every jeer sends a message. Tease bonus again, and now what you've been waiting for. Up next, the Trump Boo Compilation, a no-holds-barred highlight reel of every time Trump has faced the wrath of the public. Stadiums, arenas, racetracks, concerts, even his own rallies. We've got raw audio fan reactions, timeline breakdowns, and even some behind-the-scenes clips you won't believe made it to air. Some boos will make you laugh, others cringe. But one thing's for sure, it's 100% real.
Vaccines, I did it. It's good. Take the vaccines. But you got, no, that's okay. That's all right. You got your freedoms. Indicted by the government on 91 different things. So if I wasn't a libertarian before, I sure as hell am a libertarian now. And unlike Joe Biden, I don't throw people in jail for disagreeing with me. I don't do that.
So, where Where do you stand? Was the crowd being too harsh? Should sports be a safe zone from politics? Or was this a necessary statement, a loud reminder that not everyone buys into the myth of crowd adoration? We want your raw take in the comments. Whether you booed along at home or rolled your eyes, we want to know. And if you're new here, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and don't forget to press the bell icon. Share this with someone who needs to see this, because we don't just cover moments, we break them down.